They laughed at him, but he came back richer than them all.
At 12 years old, Ryan Carter knew what it meant to be an outsider. Growing up in a small town, he was the boy with second-hand clothes, the one who brought homemade lunches when everyone else had the latest trendy snacks, the one who couldn't afford the school trips. His father, James Carter, 45, a hard-working mechanic, did his best after Ryan's mother passed away, but money was always tight. School was never just about learning for Ryan, it was a battlefield. His classmates, led by Lucas Bennett, 13, the son of a wealthy businessman, made sure he knew where he stood. They mocked his worn-out shoes, laughed at his old backpack, and treated him as if he was invisible, except when they needed someone to humiliate for their own amusement. But Ryan never reacted. He just observed, memorized every insult, and turned his pain into fuel. The silent transformation. By 16, Ryan's reality hadn't changed, except for him. While the others spent their free time partying and wasting hours on video games, Ryan had discovered a new world: business, finance, and technology. Late at night, in his small bedroom filled with secondhand books and an old computer, he studied. He read about investment strategies, online businesses, e-commerce, and startups. Every free moment was spent learning. While Lucas and his friends flaunted their expensive clothes and carefree lives, Ryan was planning his escape. At 18, when his classmates celebrated their college acceptances, Ryan made a different choice. He didn't want to follow their path. He wanted to build his own. He had spent years absorbing knowledge, and now it was time to apply it. Using a small loan from an online mentor who saw potential in him, Ryan started his first e-commerce business. It wasn't easy. He failed, lost money, struggled, and started again. But with every failure, he learned. While Lucas and his friends were enjoying college parties, Ryan was working 18-hour days, refining his business strategies. The rise to success. By 21, Ryan had cracked the code. His online store started making real profits. What began as a small business selling tech accessories soon expanded into software development and digital marketing. By 25, Ryan Carter was no longer the struggling boy from high school. He was now a multi-millionaire entrepreneur, the owner of multiple successful businesses, with investments in real estate and the stock market. His name had appeared in business magazines, interviews, and industry conferences. And then, an invitation arrived, a high school reunion. Organized by Lucas and his friends. Ryan had no reason to go. He had already won. But something inside him told him that this was the moment he had been waiting for. The ultimate revenge. The venue was a luxury hotel, one of the most expensive in the city. The kind of place Lucas and his friends had once bragged about. Ryan stepped inside, confident and composed. The room was filled with familiar faces. People who had once mocked him, people who had treated him as if he was beneath them. Throughout the night, he watched as those same people, who once laughed at his struggles, now looked at him differently. There was admiration, envy, and even regret in their eyes. Some tried to act as if they had always been his friends, subtly hinting at business opportunities. Lucas, the one who had led the laughter years ago, stood in the background, silent. He had nothing to say now. He had lost, and he knew it. Ryan didn't need to say a word. His success was enough. As he walked out that night, leaving behind the people who once doubted him, he realized something: he never needed their approval. The only thing he had ever needed was his own belief in himself. Success wasn't just the best revenge, it was the only revenge that truly mattered.